I wish they wouldn't fly so low.
Probably looking for girls. You sunbathe in the backyard, my beauty, you attract a whole flight of them.
How would you know? You've never seen me sunbathe.
Man, I got a vivid imagination. That's what makes me such a good newspaper man.
I wonder who he is. Probably some boy far away from home.
Yeah, some young boy, that's for sure. Wars are made by men too old and fat to fight, and fought by kids too young to know better.
Where did you hear that?
I just made it up. I think I'll use it in my newspaper column next week.
You just make people mad.
Well, that's what newspapers are supposed to do.
Jake, were you cantankerous before you became a newspaper man, or did the paper make you that way?
Now, I was born with it, my beauty. Runs in the family. Whole Tibbetts bunch. That's why we're all newspaper men. Now, where's Lonnie? You gotta get to town. Morning's wasting.
Probably off yonder in the woods, playing whatever it is he plays. You can tell he's your grandson.
Huh? Cantankerous, huh?
No, overactive imagination.
Lonnie! Lonnie! You come to town with me, boy. You better get a move on. Lonnie! Lonnie! What you been doing in there?
Playing in my hideout.
What you got behind your back? Good grief. That's not a toy, boy. You could cut off a leg with that.
I've been real careful with it, Daddy Jake. I wouldn't scratch it up or nothing.
Your great-great-granddaddy, Captain Finley Tibbetts, carried this sword at Gettysburg. He rode right up Cemetery Ridge and cut off General Ulysses S. Grant's ear.
You're lying. Your ear's twitching.
You cut me to the quick, boy. Questioning the family honor. Here, take that back. Put it in the house.
Give it to me. I'll put it back. Did you make your bed this morning?
Yes, sir.
I can't imagine why anybody in his right mind would want to keep a sword in a house where a small boy could get to it. All the time your father was growing up, he wasn't allowed to touch it.
All right, we haven't got all day. I'll wait for you out front.
Why don't Daddy Jake ever talk about my daddy?
Well, it's a long story, honey.
Lonnie!
Go on, before he busts a gusset.
Why haven't you ever bought a car, Daddy Jake?
Because I got two good legs.
But if you had a car, you could get to town quicker. And Mama Pastine wouldn't have to tote her groceries home.
And if a frog strapped on a firecracker, he could jump farther. Wouldn't do the frog much good, though. Old man needs his exercise.
Oh, you ain't old, Daddy Jake.
Yeah, I'm gaining on it. Now, don't you go telling everybody that tomorrow's my birthday.
Looks like Mr. Brunson's frying his egg.
Yeah, Biscuit's been frying an egg on the sidewalk every summer about this time since as long as I can remember. Probably the most exciting thing that'll happen around here all week.
Right here.
I'll take mine scrambled.
Hey, Jake. Hey, why don't you go to the newspaper and get your camera?
There's plenty of time for that, Biscuit. Last year, the egg still hadn't fried by sundown. Big old dog come along and licked it up. Not hot enough yet.
Well, it's hot enough to fry a fat man. Hey, Lonnie, wanna go have some coffee? Victory donut?
Yes, sir, Granddaddy Rush.
Come on.
Was a good speech you gave yesterday.
Yeah, Lonnie, that must have been a red letter day for you. You got to sit there and see your grandfather the mayor deliver the 4th of July speech. and watch your grandfather, the editor, take a nap in the audience.
Yeah, I'm just glad you could make it, Constable. Yeah, last year he was laid up with a broken leg after he fell off his tool shed roof while looking for enemy aircraft.
No, that was
I
the year
remember
before.
the headline in the Free Press. Air raid warden crashes, town survives.
Jake, you've been trying to make me a laughing stock ever since I took the air raid warden's job back in 1941. And I think it's serious business.
It ain't dignified for the banker to be crawling around on top of his tool shed. Besides, you're too old for that business, just like I'm too old to be crawling around under folks' wore-out cars trying to keep 'em running.
Old? You ain't old, Fogg.
Of course I am. Getting old, you're getting old. Everybody here's just about wore out like an automobile.
Daddy Jake's gonna be 64 tomorrow.
See what I mean? We're all going to seed. Jake's boy Henry be putting out the newspaper.
I hope the U.S. Army's done something with Henry, because I never could.
They've shot out my window.
Stop it, Hilda! You're gonna kill us all!
Come on in.
It's an air attack! Fogg, come on, we gotta go get the fire truck!
It ain't an attack. It's one of ours.
Look here, it's a bullet hole. Ollie, they're shooting at the cafe. Hey, what's going on out there? I can't make any connections with all that racket.
It's an air attack, Em. Turn the siren on over at the fire station.
An air raid, folks. We don't know how many planes there were, but they seem to have done some damage to Brunson's Cafe. This news bulletin, by the way, is brought to you by Redlinger's Funeral Home.
You all right?
Of course I am. It's one of ours. It's a Stearman PT-17, a training plane. Don't even have guns on
Are you
it.
sure?
Yeah, I recognized it from Mr. Renfro's silhouette shot.
Gosh. Molly says it's one of ours. Training plane, no guns.
Everybody, going home. We're sitting ducks out here. Going home and fill your bathtubs up with water.
Let's don't have a panic here. Ollie, you stop broadcasting about an air attack and put on some music.
But Raj, we got to alert the town.
To what?
The air raid.
One airplane, Tunstall. You'll go over the phone exchange and tell M. Nesbitt to turn off that fire siren. Now, let's just keep our wits about us here.
Hey, Jake, it's your wife. She said an airplane just landed on the road out in front of the house.
Come on.
What?
Well, I've come to take you for a ride.
You're a fool, Billy Benefield. Go away.
Hold her steady, Frog. Now pull his tires out.
Hold on there, help
That's the boy. That's Billy.
You men stay put. I'll handle this.
Billy, what are you doing here? Was that you in town a few minutes ago?
Well, yes, sir. Well, I just wanted to see if Mr. Renfro was in the bank before I came out here to see Alsatian. I just got too low and I had to take it underneath the wires.
What do you want with Alsatia?
Well, I came to take her for a ride.
In an Army Air Corps. Billy, you lack judgment.
I love you. Won't you come?
No, but you're wonderful. Come back when the war is over.
I guess I messed up.
How long you overdue at your base?
Less than an hour, I'm on a cross country.
All right. I'll see if I can fix it.
Y'all didn't all have to come get me. You'd have thought it was a parade or something.
You just hush up, Mr. Smarty Pants. With all the commotion you've caused today, I think you'll be praying for your mortal soul. Or at least the seat of your britches.
Who's that on the steps?
May we help you?
You the Tibbets?
Why?
Well, I'm Francine Tibbets, Henry's wife. And I'm about to have his baby on your steps.
Jake, call the doctor. Ross, you and Lonnie get her things. Come on, let's get you upstairs. We don't need any babies born on the front steps.
Holy cow, a baby. Gosh, can you believe that? Does that make me an uncle?
No, that makes you a brother. The baby will be your father's child, just like you are.
Gee. Can I call Booger Brunch
Brunson? Tell him I'm going to be a brother?
Just a minute, Lonnie. Jake, don't you want to call the doctor first?
No.
Jake, don't be difficult.
Mr. Henry, pulling another one of his tricks. He's been doing it since he was born.
Is he on the way? Did you call the doctor?
How do we know that she's Henry's wife?
She's his wife, all right. She's got a marriage certificate. Her name used to be Francine Walzinski, and she's from Cleveland, Ohio. They were married in Texas before he shipped out.
Just like him. Getting a woman in trouble and then lighting out for Europe.
Lonnie, how about we go outside for a while, huh?
Jake, you've gone far enough. You can disown Henry, but not his wife and child. You call the doctor or get out. You're a hard and stubborn man. Now get out. I'll call the doctor. We could do without you.
I will not.
You will not?
I will not.
All right, then. Oh. You get out or I'll cut your head off.
Now look, put that down, Pastine. Pastine, put down that sword before you hurt yourself. Ah! You know.
No, you don't, Jake. Don't start in with your words. You keep your mouth shut and your feet moving. Come on.
Now, come on. Put that down. Do you hear me? Come on. Stop that. What's the matter with you anyway? Nobody's going to run me out of my own home with my own grandfather's sword. You could have cut my head off. You see what she did?
Jake, I don't think you ought to try getting back in there again. Now, let's just get ourselves organized and talk this thing out like sensible folks.
You call that sensible?
I call it pretty persuasive.
Well, what am I going to do if I can't get back into my own house?
Stay at the newspaper. Talk to your typewriter. You're an arbitrary old fool, Jake. You have no milk of human kindness in you, not where your son is concerned.
All right, Pastine, if that's the way you want it. Can I have my hat?
Uh-huh.
You think I'm an arbitrary old fool, too?
About some things, yes.
About Henry?
That, mostly.
And I forgave him for a lot.
Maybe not enough.
Don't tell me that you forgave him. After what happened to Hazel?
I didn't forgive or not forgive, Jake. I just got on with things.
Yeah. I guess that's what I'll do. Just get on with things.
And I hear she nearby cut his head off with that sword they keep over the fireplace.
Well, did the woman have the baby?
Yeah, she had a little girl. Old Doc Ainsworth was by here a little while ago. He says, you take one look at her, you can sure tell she's Henry's.
I can't wait to see how Jake handles this whole thing in the paper. You don't reckon he'll put it on the society?
Morning, gents.
Yeah, morning, Jake.
Morning,
Let me tell you what happened to me yesterday.
Oh, come on, Jake. Don't take all the fun out of it.
I imagine you heard the whole thing already, with embellishments. And my version will be dulled by comparison. But, needless to say, if Pastine's arm had just been a tad bit longer, I'd be sitting here headless. Golly, I could eat a horse.
Coming up.
I heard Calvin bought on the radio last night. He said as soon as our boys break out of Normandy, it's all over. Just a question of how quick they can get to Berlin.
Our boys are going to be home before long. You see, we get everything back to normal.
No such thing as normal anymore. War's changed all that.
I wonder if it's gonna be safe. I mean, all those boys, trained killers, we don't know what combat's done to them. You could have a young fella standing on the street corner and suddenly a car backfires and he grabs the nearest gun and starts shooting.
Instead of worrying about things like that, why don't we spend some time thinking about a proper memorial?
We got no business putting up a war memorial. Them that fight get to memorialize. Me and my newspaper are dead set against it.
Daddy Jake? I'll bring you some stuff. It's underwear mostly.
Underwear?
Yes, sir. Mama Pastine says if you don't change your underwear regular, you'll get the dry rot.
What's this?
It's a birthday present.
An opener?
Sure, I couldn't find any ribbons, so I just used some string.
Well, now, let me see what we got here. Well, my favorite brand. Thank you.
You're welcome. I bought them with my own money.
Well, of course. Well, this is a splendid gesture. I'll have one of these with my supper tonight. Wherever it is, I'm gonna have my supper tonight. Mama Pastine know you're here?
No, sir. I had to get out of there for a while. That baby don't do nothing but squall.
Look, Lonnie, about what happened yesterday, I don't want you to worry about that. I love your grandmother. She's put up with me for a good many years. She just got overwrought.
You gonna live here?
Well, certainly not. There's a newspaper office, not a boarding house. Lord knows if she doesn't come down and help me with the books this week like she always does, I'm a doomed man.
I'd help you.
I know you would, boy, but I don't know how to do it myself, much less teach anybody.
You could teach me about printing. I could help you get out the paper.
Oh. You want to be a newspaper man?
I reckon I'd like to try.
Well, honorable work. Maybe the most honorable there is. It helps if you have a thick skin, head like a mule, a little imagination. This newspaper has used up 2 generations of Tibbetts men. Sometimes it eats my insides out. Well, you go home and ask your Mama Pastine, and if she says it's okay, why then it's okay.
A little booger don't do nothing but holler. It's like living inside a fire station.
That's not a little booger, Lonnie. That's your sister.
Half sister.
It's the same thing.
Not to me, it ain't, my beauty.
Don't you sass the young man.
Yes. Oh, I have something to ask you.
Good
Would it be okay?
heavens. What are you doing out of bed? Here, come on and sit down. This is Lonnie, Henry's boy.
Pleased to meet you.
Raj?
I brought you a cart from the fire station. Were you going to help me? Or am I going to have to tote this thing the rest of the way in by myself? I am too old and too fat for honest work. And I need a drink.
Well, I'm busy. I gotta get a newspaper. I'm not like a lawyer. Post office doesn't grant postponements.
Drink now. Spread wisdom later.
Your health, sir?
And yours, sir. Must be fairly good whiskey. We've drunk enough of it in our time.
Yeah, I always wondered why we called it Lightning Jim's best. Is there a Lightning Jim's worst?
If there is, I hope it never passes my lips. If we're any worse, it'd probably kill us.
Sooner or later, something will.
I suppose it's better than getting strung up.
Oh? Think that's about to happen to me?
Yeah. Sometimes you wear this newspaper like a hair shirt, Jake.
Makes people think.
Oh, Lord knows you do that. You've been a burr under this town's saddle for as long as I can remember, and generally we're better off for it. But this time, folks think you've gone too far.
Oh, if I had to worry about going too far, I'd never print anything except society news and the classified ads. I decided a long time ago that a man has to take his life in his own two hands and shake it for all it's worth. Everyone else can do their own shaking.
I just wish you believed it.
What?
You don't really believe what you say about a man taking responsibility for himself. If you did, you wouldn't carry other folks' guilt around in a peddler's sack. You'd let them do their own toting.
Oh, you mean Henry? You haven't thought about Henry since he got drunk and joined the National Guard 4 years ago.
You put on a big show, Jake. You disown him, but you carry Henry around on your shoulders, trying not to let the rest of us see how it makes you stoop.
You think I ought to forget what Henry did? You, of all people?
You don't know what he did. Nobody knows how it happened. Not even Henry.
I know he was driving, and he fled like a coward.
All I know is what it's done to you, my friend.
But I tell you what, Raj, I'm not going to print a word about what happened with Billy in that airplane. You on this one. But this newspaper is opposed to a war memorial.
I shall now leave you, my dear friend. Sleep tight, sweet prince.
Pastine, I want you to tell me about my daddy.
What do you want to know?
Everything. You never told me anything. Nobody has.
Oh, Lonnie, it's not anything you need to worry about.
You think I'm too young. I'm almost 14 years old. It's time you told me what happened. My mother was killed in the wreck.
Yes. You were 4.
How did it happen?
Nobody really knows. The car ran off the road somehow. Your father was thrown free. He couldn't remember anything afterward.
Then what happened?
He was very sad. When she died, well, he just never got over it.
Well, why's Dad and Jake mad at him? Is it about the wreck?
Partly. But it goes a long way back. Your father was a difficult child, always hard to manage. I think he and your grandfather are just too much alike. They tried, but they just never could seem to. Please each other. And then the wreck. Well, Jake blamed Henry, and Henry never would defend himself. They just seemed to lose touch. And that's why you came to stay with us.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you sad. I love you. And I love Daddy Jake, too.
Of course you do. So do I. He's a cantankerous old goat, but I love him in spite of it. That's what marriage is sometimes. Loving in spite of. Does this help, any of this?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I just want to know who my daddy is. Then I could think about him.
Don't bother to set foot unless you come to make amends, Jake.
I seen. Henry's dead.
He's been dead to you for years.
Oh, please, Bastine, don't. No, he hasn't been dead to me. You can't be angry with a dead man.
But you cut him out of your life because he didn't measure up.
I tried to cut him out, but I couldn't. Rosh told me the other day that I've been carrying Henry around on my back. Maybe what I've been really carrying is failure. I'll have to live with that.
Yes, you will. We both have to live with what we've got left. You've got your newspaper.
Our newspaper.
Oh, no, I'm through with that.
Oh, please, Bastine, I can't manage without you. The books are a wreck.
Can I help? I can keep books. Went to business school. Guess I need to start earning my keep.
Don't you ever feel that? You belong here, now more than ever.
Well, you're welcome to try if you want to.
First thing in the morning.
I guess it's about time. Almost 10. Are you all right?
No, I'm not all right. Am I going to make it through the day? Yes, I am.
Where's Jake?
I think he's out back with Lieutenant Whalen, the young man who brought the casket home. Why don't you go get him?
All right.
Where's Lonnie?
Right here, Mama Bastine.
I want you to be proud of your father today. And I want him to be proud of you.
Yes, ma'am. I'll be okay.
I really can't, Mr. Tibbetts. I'm sorry.
But could you if you had to?
If I had to, but you need an order from a health official. You just can't take it upon yourself to do that sort of thing.
Jake? Lieutenant? Anything wrong?
No, sir.
I've been asking the lieutenant how he knew that it was Henry in there. Bottom line is he doesn't.
What?
What I said was, there's 1,000,000 to 1 chance of a mix-up. The Army is very careful.
But anything can happen on a battlefield. You as much as said so.
For crying out loud, Mr.
Lieutenant,
Tibbetts.
why don't you go inside, keep young Lonnie and the ladies company. Leave Jake and me to reason things out here.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Jake, what is this all about? Why can't you ever just leave things be?
You heard him. It may not be Henry in that box at all.
So what if it's not? 1,000,000 to 1, the lieutenant said, but just suppose, for the sake of argument, that it's not. The dead have no names, Jake. Bury 'em and be done with it.
But I have to know.
Why? Why do you have to know?
I have to put 'em to rest.
You never seemed to care before.
You know what Henry was like.
Jake, only a man of your overactive imagination could even conceive of a thing like this. It's insane. Even the mention of it would grief past teens. Think of her, if nothing else. Hell, the boy's dead, Jake. Don't tote his ghost.
A brave man, a hero, who reminds us in death that God uses us in strange and wonderful and mysterious ways. Henry Tibbets gave his country the last full measure of devotion. We recall the words of the psalmist who said, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills from whence cometh my strength.
Under guard. Attention. Ready. Aim. Fire. Ready. Aim. Fire. Ready. Aim. Fire. On a guard. Order. Arm.
And now we commit the body of our son
Shot.
and brother.
Right there. Come on. Don't miss you. Move away from here.
Jake,
Come
what
on
are you
back.
doing?
You hear me? Come on. Come on. Start moving. Come on. You hear me, soldier? Get moving there. Come on.
Yes, sir.
Back.
Jake Tibbets, you give me that gun now. You're under arrest.
Hilton, you're not arresting anyone without a pistol.
Gosh, do something.
Jake, don't do this. It's sacrilege.
Maybe so. But I gotta do it anyway. Henry, you got that key you were telling me about?
Yes, sir.
Lonnie, You take your Mama Pastine and Francine over yonder way. Go on, get moving. All right, Lieutenant. Get busy.
It's done.
Open it.
Mr. Tibbets, please don't make me.
I said open it. Ross, come see.
Son, you go tell the United States government to come get this poor boy, whoever he is. It's not Henry Tibbets.
Mama Pastine? Mama Pastine? Mama Pastine?
You got company, Mr. Newspaper Man. Gloria's here.
How are you, Jake? Pennant.
Yeah. Brought your paper. And a little something.
Ah, well. Thank you very much. Here, listen to this. Methodist sermon. Recipe for chicken noodle soup on the front page. Who did that?
Pastine is responsible for the sermon and the soup. She wanted to suspend publication till you got out of jail, but Lonnie talked her into getting out an issue.
There's nothing in here about that business of Henry and the casket.
The War Department's turning Europe upside down, I'm told. So far, none.
Yeah. Anyone come to see me?
Well, I'm here. Otherwise, I believe the words Pastine used were, let him rot.
She's still mad?
I think humiliated comes closer to it.
Well, I was right. It wasn't Henry. Why can't any of you admit for once I'm right?
You know, in a strange way, I think folks generally admire what you did at the cemetery, especially since it turned out the way it did. As for me, I think it was an obscene act.
Oh, Ross, please.
You talk about taking your life in your own hands and shaking it for all it's worth. And that's fine, except that you trample all over the rest of us. Does it ever occur to you that while you're busy digging up your own dead, you're uncovering a lot of other bones?
I'm sorry, Ross. I didn't mean it.
It does to me, I can forgive, if not forget, but what you've done to Pastine.
Pastine needed to know, too.
And what does she know? Henry
Henry's still dead, but he's not buried. She may have to go through this whole thing again.
There, you and Pastine. She's the one you really care about, isn't it? You never got over it, did you, Rosh? Rosh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it, Rosh. I never meant to hurt anyone.
Daddy Jake, they wouldn't let me in to see you.
No, I guess they didn't.
My dad is alive.
What?
Mama Pastine got a call this morning. They found him in a hospital in Europe. They said he'd been hurt bad in the head. Forgot who he was. And there was something about the dog tags getting mixed up.
Henry. I just heard. Lonnie came over and told me. I see him.
My boy's coming home.
I know.
Let me tell you this, Jake, and hear me well. If things hadn't turned out this way, I would have left you.
You wouldn't.
Yes, I would. And I still may. I put your things in Lonnie's room.
For how long?
That depends.
On what?
On you and Henry. Rosh was by a little while ago, Jake. He just got a call, too. Billy's missing in action.
We interrupt this program for a special news bulletin. I'm going to switch you to Washington, D.C.
It's over.
What's over?
The war. It's over in Europe. The Germans surrendered this morning. I just heard it on the radio.
I'm glad. It's been a long war for all of us. I'm tired of fighting.
Where are you going?
Over to Biscuits. It's not official till you hear it at Biscuits.
Russian armed forces. A delegation of German officers surrendered unconditionally in a ceremony inside a schoolhouse in the town of Reims. General Jodl, the last chief of staff of the dissolving German army, asked the victors to treat the Germans with generosity.
Bull. Ought to line them up and shoot them all.
No time for that. We gotta get on with whipping the Japs.
Involved
Well, some of us have got boys out there, too.
They're war surplus, kids. Another year and we'll be rusting in the sunshine like obsolete cannons and airplanes. When the young'uns come home, this is their time, their life. I say let them have it. Let me see that. Field. F-I-E-L-D. You got the I and E backwards. If you misspelled field peas in George Pullis's ad, how people gonna know what to ask for? You haven't said 2 words all afternoon. If that bottom lip of yours stuck out any further, you'd trip over it. How long are you gonna keep this up?
I reckon till I get finished.
Don't you sass me, boy.
Yes, sir.
What are you gonna do, Lonnie?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. Your daddy's coming home tomorrow.
So?
So he and Francine will want a place of their own. They'll want you to go and live with them.
No, it's not true.
Oh, that's what it's all about, huh? You don't want to make a choice. You don't want to be responsible for yourself. Time's come for you to grow up a little and you just can't stand it.
Well, you're scared yourself. You've been scared all along to talk about my daddy and tell me what really happened to my mother.
You don't know what you're talking about, boy.
No, you never loved my daddy and you don't love me either.
No, Lonnie! Go on! Go on, turn tail and run!
You gonna offer me a drink?
Yes, I guess I am. Sit down, right there. Big chair, but you can sit in, I suppose.
You miss Rush, don't you?
You're darn right I do. Well, it's my own fault. All these years, through thick and thin, raw stuck, no matter what.
I'm sorry. Hope you can patch it up.
Now, your health. Too much for you?
Gee, Manetti.
What about tomorrow? You up to it?
Well, I guess we'll see, huh?
Henry's no bargain.
I never had a bargain in my life. I could tell you all about Henry and me, but that's between us. But I'll tell you this. He's a gentle man, your Henry. I don't know what the Army's sending home tomorrow, but I know what he was like in Texas. We'll get a place of our own and try and get to know each other. All of us.
Especially Lonnie. He's all closed up. I can't reach him anymore.
We'll work things out. We'll all work things out with a little luck.
You'll need it.
What about you, Jake?
Oh, I'm not sure anymore. Everything's turned upside down. My age, that's pretty hard to take. Hell, I'll be 65 years old before long. Man ought to have everything tied down, settled. By the time he gets to be 65. Instead, everything's coming loose.
What's your supper? Before it gets cold. I'm going home before I get stink-faced.
Thank you. Yeah?
Hello, Jake.
Rosh. I was just having a drink of Lightning Jim's best. Sure wish you were here.
I know Henry's coming in tomorrow, and I'd like the town to be represented officially. What I'd like to do is present him his silver star when he gets here. Something brief.
We'd be honored.
Good. I'll be there.
Oh, Rosh.
Hmm?
Any news?
No.
I'm sorry.
Well, maybe something soon. See you in the morning.
Right. glad you came, Rosh. I can't tell you how much.
It seemed to be the right thing to do. How you doing this morning, Whit?
She's running a little late. But here she is. Henry?
Who, me? Sometimes I don't know exactly where I am. I thought I might see something I recognize.
Well, you're home now. Family's all here. They're outside waiting for you.
Who?
Your mama and Lonnie and Francine and the baby and Ross Benefield. He wants to pin your medal on.
Medal? What medal? I haven't done anything to win a medal.
You must have. Silver Star. We got the citation at home.
Okay.
Your wife and baby are here.
I want you to know something. I want you to know I haven't had a drink in a long time.
That's good. You never could handle it well. Henry, before we get off the bus, I want to tell you something. I'm not mad at you anymore. I'm proud of you.
Proud? I almost got killed. You were proud?
Well, you finally hitched up your britches and did something. That's why I'm proud. Maybe it means you're ready to take care of your family now. Anyway, I'm not mad anymore. Well, you ready to go?
I guess I'd stay on to the end of the line if I could.
This is the end of the line.
Henrietta.
Mommy, it's been a long time.
Henry, welcome home.
Thank you.
I'm here to represent the townsfolk. You're our first returning war hero. I've asked your mama and your daddy to let me pin on your medal. Fastine, do you have the medal? It's good to have you home.
Thank you, sir. Good to be back. How's Billy doing?
Not too well right now. We don't know really. Got her before Mrs. Nash in this house.
Sorry to hear that.
I know it, Billy. Anyway, to get out of it, I'm sure she will.
He's resting.
Doc Ainsworth say anything?
Not much. He said he'd be back first thing in the morning. Maybe we'll know more then. He said the next 48 hours.
It's my fault if I hadn't come back now.
No, don't you ever think that. I don't want any more guilt, any more blame on your part or his. He loves you in his own way, Henry. I believe that. Where's Lonnie?
I haven't seen him for a good while now.
Go find him, will you? It's all been terrible for him.
I thought you might be in here.
You know about this place?
I used to come to this place all the time myself. Can I come in?
thought this place would have tumbled down before now. Papa let you play with that thing?
No, sir.
Me either. You come here much?
Yes, some.
It's a good place to think.
Yes, sir.
I thought a lot about you, Lonnie.
You did?
Yeah. Well, I'd be wondering what you were doing. I knew that Mama and Papa were taking good care of you.
Thought about you, too.
I'm glad. I'm glad you did. Well, what have you been up to? Are you going to school?
Not now, it's summer.
Oh, yeah, of course. Well, what else?
Well, I've been working at the paper. I can set type and make up ads on the folder machine, stuff like that.
You like it? The paper?
It's okay. I like to write.
So did I.
You did? Why didn't you work at the paper?
Huh? Sometimes I get lost. What you say, Lonnie?
The paper. Why didn't you work at the paper?
Oh, I didn't like to get my hands dirty. I couldn't do it right. Papa sent me home. I tried, but I couldn't. And Papa said, he said that
Is Daddy Jake gonna die?
I don't know. He's tough. Lord knows he's tough.
It's my fault he got sick. I sassed him. I told him he didn't love you or me. I ran away.
No. It's my fault. See, he hates me. I should have come back. I was dead, you know. I should have stayed there.
What are you doing? What's the matter with you?
I gotta warn him. I gotta warn him. Just this once, I'm gonna do it right.
somebody. Please.
Daddy! Daddy, stop!
I never meant to hurt nobody. Oh, Hazel. I didn't mean to hurt you.
Daddy?
Please. Please. Mama, don't make me leave.
Daddy, please.
I'll try. I'll do it. Just what can I do? I never meant to hurt nobody.
Please, Daddy, listen.
I'm sorry, Daddy.
Daddy?
Just tell me what you want me to do, Daddy.
Daddy? Daddy, please.
Daddy?
Daddy? Daddy? Daddy?
You could have stopped and rest a while.
No. Now let go. I'm either gonna walk or I'm gonna fall and bust my butt.
Foul mouth's an abomination, Jake. All right. Can you turn around by yourself?
I'm going down.
You're crazy. You're not ready for the stairs.
You touch me, I'll jump.
Oh, jump. You could jump 2 inches.
All right, then I'll topple.
All right, Topple. Do whatever you want. If I hear a crash, I'll call the undertaker.
Passing.
Oh, Jake. Oh, Jake. You're a stubborn old fool, Jake.
Oh, I'm a stubborn old cripple.
When are you going to stop being so angry?
And I stop being a sick, wasted, washed up old man.
Maybe if you didn't act like one, you wouldn't feel like one. You need to get back to the paper.
It's over.
What do you mean?
Paper's finished.
No, it's not. It's still there when you're ready. Are you going to throw away everything you've worked so hard for all these years? What about Francine and Henry? And Lonnie? They've been holding things together, waiting for you.
Yeah, well, they can have it right now. I just want to get back to bed. I'm all wore out. I'm tired of fighting Pastine. I'm weary with it. I just want to make peace while I still have time with everybody, especially myself.
Come on now. You're coming home tonight.
I'd like that. It's been too long. I just want to know one thing, Bastine. You and Ross Benefield, did you ever?
No. You're a fool, Jake Tibbetts. But you're the only fool I ever wanted.
Boy, you're getting pretty good at that.
Not as good as Daddy Jake.
But you will be. You're your grandfather's boy, Lonnie.
When's he coming back?
I don't know. Why don't you ask him?
Who's this? You haven't been around to see me, boy. Where have you been? Off on a trip around the world or something?
No, sir.
Just busy, yeah?
Yeah, I reckon so.
You look kind of peaked, boy.
Yes, sir. You don't look so great yourself.
Well,
Come for your birthday party.
oh, another one? 6th of July seems to come around every couple of months now. So, how are things at the paper?
Okay, I guess. Getting it out every week. Oh, we hired an old printer from Taylorsville. And Daddy and Francine and me are doing the rest.
Henry?
Yeah, he covered the town council meeting. So when you coming back?
Well, I don't rightly know that I am.
What?
Well, it sounds like you all have got everything under control down there. Sounds like you all are doing just fine without me.
But it's your paper. Don't you care about it anymore?
It's not that. It's just that a man has to know when the time has come to let go of things.
I thought you'd come back and everything would be just like it was.
Lonnie, things aren't ever the way they were. Look at you. 14, you're growing up. Look at me.
Quitter?
What?
You're a quitter. Just like you told me I was the night before Daddy came home. You said I wouldn't face up. And then you got sick. I was afraid to come and see you. I was afraid it was my fault. I was afraid you was gonna die. And now you're the one that's quit. And if you do quit, you will die. But I ain't gonna be here to see it. I ain't coming back, Daddy Jake. You quit, I quit.
Ready?
For what?
Birthday party. Everybody's waiting for you downstairs. Are you all right?
No, I'm not. I'm a worn-out old man.
You talked to Lonnie.
Yeah. He called me a quitter. That boy's got some growing up to do.
He's not the only one. We'll be waiting for you downstairs.
Well, here comes the birthday boy. Many happy returns, Jake.
Yeah, the birthday boy, huh? The birthday boy, all right. Well, now, this is all very nice. It's very nice of all of you to come down and celebrate an old man's birthday.
You're only as old as you feel.
Well, I feel pretty dadgum old.
Looking better all the time.
Lonnie tells me everything's going well at the paper.
We're getting it out. Henry's doing some writing.
Oh. Rosh, how's Billy? I understand he came back quite the hero.
I suppose so. He's fine. Just fine. Starts school in the fall. He's going to study aeronautical engineering. He wants to design airplanes. Well, how about some refreshments?
Yes, what a good idea. Rosh, would you give me a hand?
And you know what I've always said?
No. What?
I've always said a man ought to take his life in his own hands and shake it for all it's worth.
Makes sense to me.
Trouble is, sometimes you get the feeling that you're the one that's being shook. So then you gotta decide how you're gonna act. I suppose one way out is to just give up. Or you can hitch up your britches and get on with things in spite of. Sometimes all you need is for someone to give you a kick in the butt.
I propose a toast to my good friend and fellow sufferer, Jake Tibbets, who on this day marks a milestone worthy of any good man. He has cut a wide path, and sometimes he has cut a fine figure. I salute him. Is it all right?
It is, as you say, all right. Just right.
And now it's time to cut the cake.
Dad, no, let me. It's my birthday.
Well, all right.
I've taken great pride all my life in being a stubborn fool and keeper of my own conscience. And now I am reaping the rewards. I have reached the age of great wisdom, surrounded by my friends, family, and I bask in your great warmth. Speaking of warmth, would someone like to light the candles on the cake? Henry, would you light the candles, please?
Sure.
Thank you. Yeah. Lonnie, come on over here and help an old man blow out the candles on his cake, huh? Come on over here. Yeah, let's do it together, huh? Now, you will help me serve, okay? 65 years old and not a gray hair on my fanny.
Jake, have you lost your mind?
Sit down, Pastine. I'm the birthday boy, and I'm running the birthday party. And I am still the editor of the newspaper. Henry, I don't know what to say to you.
You never did.
I'm an ornery old man.
That's true.
And you are what you are.
Yes. That too.
I suppose we're too old to change.
Probably.
Maybe we'll just live with it.
That'll have to do, I suppose.
Lonnie, come here. Yeah. You take it. And now I think I would like to go to the paper.
Yes, it's time.
We are all pilgrim souls here, all ragged wayfarers, stopping to huddle against the cold and dark around what we call our home fires. Does a man indeed learn anything? Not much. Only that his home is his own heart, and there he must abide.